my name is Tiina. I work as an educator at the Espoo City Museum. One of our museums is situated there at the exhibition center verge. One of the main goals for the past 4 years in our museum strategy has been to improve our digital services, so we had a good background going into the pandemic. Our emphasis in digital has been on social media, open access to digital archives, and digital history routes. But we did have a YouTube channel that we rarely did anything to, and then we did lots of digital productions into our temporary exhibitions. The whole museum staff is involved in our digital programming, but most of the production is made by our educators, like me, and our museum technician. Us educators don't have any training in digital production. We are completely self-learned. During the pandemic, we increased our video production and bought the gear to shoot videos ourselves. The followers on our YouTube channel increased tenfold with the increase of the content. And also this video is completely self-made. We also put emphasis on virtual exhibitions and transformed all of our 5 museums and 1 temporary exhibition into digital 360 form. This was a co-development collaboration project with a Finnish startup. Gladly, our digital history path platform is commonly in use in Finnish museums, and we had many paths already before the pandemic done on the website. And we are completely self-sufficient in making those. Before the pandemic, it was easier to think that we need to collaborate with experts to produce digital content. But when the whole museum experience was turned digital, all of a sudden, we had to switch from producing live events and live stuff into digital versions and make new innovations in the digital world. We started a project on Kaija and Heikki Siren's architecture in early 2019. The goals for the projects were to make their modern architecture better known, to evolve the ways that the audience and the residents can engage with us and be a part of museum work. Then we wanted to develop new digital services for our audiences and also to deal in topics such as good housing and good building. And part of this project is this exhibition, Everything and Nothing, which we are showcasing here in Tapiola, Espoo, till early 2022. In early autumn of 2019, a year before this exhibition was due to open, we took part in Metropolia University of Applied Sciences innovation course, where we asked students from all fields of applied sciences to design services and products for this exhibition that engage our audiences and show their way of thinking as young adults who are not museum goers mainly and who do not know about architecture as maybe we do. And one innovation from this course was this route, this architecture route that people can look at on their cell phones. And it has their innovation was, and they made a prototype of it, that it includes these videos that have memories from people who have used these buildings at some point in their lives. And so they are not just fact, but also people's memories and feelings.
I am Laura-Maija, and I coach innovation projects here in Metropolia University for Applied Sciences. Our students from different study fields have developed new solutions for Espoo City Museum for many years. The original concept here was developed by a team of health, culture, and social services students. The idea in our innovation teaching is to train more creative and proactive workers to solve the challenges in our society. The aim is best accomplished in this authentic, open challenge project. So thanks for the great collaboration, Espoo City Museum folks.
So we decided to make this one of our digital contents for this exhibition, and we started by collecting all the buildings that Kaija and Heikki designed near our museum here, so that people could easily get to know their buildings that are still there. And we of course had to do this for this exhibition as well. And we made this multimedia here in the exhibition, where you can look at all of those buildings, but then we wanted people to be able to do that where they actually are and look at them in their natural surroundings. We decided to use this platform that we have used many times before, called Seinätön Museo, wall-less museum that is common here in Finland in museums, and it's a platform we know how to use, and it's easy to use, and it's easy to use for customers as well. Then when we developed this idea further, we found that it would be a great length to be a biking route. So we made it into this digital bike route that you can either look at on your computer, or you can actually bike through it with your cell phone. So after all of this, we still needed the memories from the old residents and users of the buildings. And then we decided that we are going to make them into only audio, so no video as in the early version or the prototype that the students made. And so we, in different ways, gathered people's names and phone numbers and email addresses, people who wanted to tell us their stories. We attended a community NGO event where we had a stand where we collected names from people. We met people on these architecture walks that we had before this exhibition was opened, and they gave us their names and were willing to tell us their memories. When the exhibition opened, people contacted us and told us that they have lived in these buildings. And then also we posted on our Facebook page and asked people to contact us if they had something they wanted to share. That's when a resident, who is a journalist, contacted us with the wish to interview some people who have lived here for a long time and share that to maybe new residents like herself. And so we decided to take her up on her offer and collaborate. So we paid her a small amount of money to help us do the interviews, and then she contacted all the people we knew might be willing to share their stories, and she conducted the interviews and made the small clips that are now on the bike route. And we downloaded the short clips to a new SoundCloud page that we made for this purpose, since they can't be downloaded straight onto the platform that we are using.
I wanted to be part of this project because I'm really interested in architecture and design. And this project managed to combine these two things into stories. The interviews were wonderful. People were really happy to join and told really openly about their memories and anecdotes.
The collaboration with her and the students and the residents was really important to us, and a part of our strategy as well. But it also seemed to be important to them. And we feel this was a great combination of engagement and collaboration and museum work. We're still going to develop the route, or maybe make sister and brother routes to it for school groups to use on their autumn and spring trips outside of schools, especially now that they can't really still go very far because of the pandemic. And we're going to make questions and make it into a game for the students. And we're also thinking about opening a possibility for other people to share their memories, either through the bike route or in some other way, so we can maybe add to the route later on.
Yeah, so I just completed a digital bike route covering the Siren buildings around here in Tapiola and Otaniemi. And it was a very eye-opening experience, and I realized that I have missed all these buildings. I haven't really paid any attention to them, even though I have lived here basically my entire life. So I really recommend this as a nice activity for any of you who like outdoors and biking and want to explore your neighborhood with new eyes.
After we published this route, the public was reached by Facebook on our page and also some local Facebook groups. And many have wanted to engage in a discussion in those posts about the buildings and their memories. So it seems like this was important and also a success. The feedback has been positive, but we're going to evaluate this later on in the fall when we evaluate all our digital projects from 2020 and 2021. So, lessons learned. We took our time compared to the original timetable. We wished that this had been ready a year ago, but then everything happened and we decided that we wanted to finish the exhibition. But that turned out to be a great thing, since we met Aino-Mari, our journalist, after the exhibition was open, and we had many new contacts during this exhibition that we found that we used for the memories. We think that the collaboration was successful, and all the participants were happy to work with us and share their memories, and also had new material to add to our archives, which is great and really important. We're still waiting on some more information about the audience that we reached and the results that this digital route has given us.